All right, well, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Brian. We're here for Forex Live. This is December 2nd, and it's our Monday evening edition, 8 p.m. Eastern. And what we typically do on Monday evenings is we have a pretty quick class. We like to be in and out pretty darn quickly. What we're looking to do here is use this class as an opportunity to talk to our brand new users to show them how we actually utilize the Forex alerts and the software that comes with the package so that we know how to park trades and do that. Then, after we park a couple of trades, we'll pop over to the daily report and do a quick scan for how we can use the daily report to set ourselves up for the entire trading week. Then from there, we'll open it up for questions. If there aren't any questions, we'll just wrap it up. Typically on Monday nights, we're here for about half hour, 40 minutes at the very top. It's a pretty darn quick class in and out. Then, of course, tomorrow we'll be back in the morning for our Forex Live morning class where we'll actually be placing trades using Forex Joe's daily regimen under live market conditions, and we'll talk about a different way to utilize the daily report there. So with that said, let's go ahead and get to it. Before we start, we always need to let you know that unique experiences and past performances do not guarantee future results. I think everyone on the call already knows that. We know that trading involves risk, and we shouldn't use anything other than risk capital when we are trading. But I am going to pause for just a second and give you an opportunity to read through that. All right, that should be long enough. I think you guys have that memorized for the most part by now. So let's go ahead and close that down, and we will get started into our trading day. So what's going on for the day? Well, of course, we have Forex Joe's alerts that were put out just about 2 hours ago now. It came out, and great place to start is to log into your members area and read through the alerts. If you go to Forex Alerts and click on Trade Alert, the alert that pops up will be the most recent one. And in this case today, Forex Joe typically goes through and gives us all the information we need. Just a nice quick market recap about what's been happening for the day, any news drivers that are out there, and any additional commentary. Kind of a light day today, not much really going on. We were very range bound, and most of our currency pairs didn't see a whole lot of movement one way or the other during the U.S. session. We saw some movement overnight in the London session, but not much to report on here in the U.S. Then down below that, into the current market analysis section, is where we will see our current trades. And we see those current trades on the Euro USD, we see it on the Pound USD, US Swissy, US Yen, and US CAD, even the US Aussie. So it looks like we have quite a few different currency pairs here tonight where Forex Joe is giving us the scalper buys and sells on, which is great. You know, sometimes we just see that on a couple of pairs, sometimes we see it on more. And looks like for today, Forex Joe's got quite a few out there. So I encourage you to read through that. Obviously, we're not going to spend the entire class reading through the report. You guys can do that on your own. You all have access to it. But definitely check through that and see what's there. What we'll be doing tonight is we'll just be utilizing the software to park a trade on the Euro USD, and then maybe we'll do it again for the Pound USD, just to show how we utilize the pending order software that comes with your subscription and show how we can park orders. So what we would do is if we're over here and we're going to look to park the scalpers buy or scalpers sell, we would just pop over here and we would look to have a buy at 35.51 and a sell at 35.27. So to do that, all we're really going to do is we're just make a note of what we're going to buy and sell at. We pop over here to our chart for the Euro USD, and then we're going to look to find our lines. So we have green lines that are our buy lines, then we have red lines, which are our sell lines. So green for buy, red for sell. Then all we have to do at that point is drag these lines down to where we would like to enter the marketplace. I'm just going to kind of get these things rounded up here. Sometimes they get a little bit away from us, out of control. If you ever open your charts and your lines are off the screen, as mine were, all you have to do is grab your price bar here, and you can click and drag that down to show some more real estate on either side of the current charts, so that you can see where you'd like to place those lines. So anyway, once we have our green lines and our red lines up, or you can just simply go here to template and you can apply the pending order pro or the FTT pending order pro template, and once you have that, it'll give you your red and green lines, and then we just simply move using our chart. We move the lines to where we would like to place our trades. So what we see here is we have a sell at 35.27. So all we would have to do is double click, get that buy line out of the way. We would double click our sell line, and we just simply drag that to 35.27. And as you click and drag, you can either look here on the right hand side to see where that is. You can hover over it to see where you are, or you can just kind of use your price ladder here to see where you are. And I typically just eyeball it, get it there to 35.27, and then we're going to set our take profit lines. So we just simply drag those. If ever you're on your chart and you're not sure which line is what, if you hover over it, it'll show you exactly what that is. A little label will pop up and tell you what that is. So here we have take profit 2, and it'll also tell you where you're placing take profit 2 as you hover over it. So we've got 35.27 as our entry point, and then we'll look to take profit 1 pretty darn quickly. Forex Joe always tells us in our scalpers move that we may stall the first time, and in our training guidelines, we're typically looking for take profit 1 to be 5 to 12 pips, take profit 2 8 to 25 pips. If we're live in the session, we might be able to stretch that out a little bit more, but for right now, we're going to keep this at about 7 pips for take profit 1, and then I'm going to move my stop loss down to do the same thing. We're going to keep that pretty darn tight at about 7 pips, and once we've got that in, we just simply click over here, move to sell, and it'll take just a moment for the market to click over, and we'll have a pending order entered at the level that we've just identified with our chart. Let's do it again. On the upper side, we're looking to buy 35.51. Just get this stop loss out of the way here. So we're looking to buy 35.51. And again, you can eyeball it like I just did, or if you want to be straight on exactly 35.51, you can actually right-click and go to Trendline Properties and enter the value 35.51, 35.51. And voila, I'll put it exactly there. Then we do the same thing for our take profit levels. We just simply move those into place, and again, we're going to look 5 to 8 pips on take profit 1, and then maybe a little further for take profit 2, and we'll look to keep our stop loss pretty darn tight as well. At about 7 or 8 pips here, and once that's all set, we just simply click move to buy. So we double click it, click and drag, move to buy. And it takes just a second for that to tick over, and you're into the market with a pending order exactly where Forex Joe's alerts were. So that's all we have to do. It's pretty darn simple to use. The cool thing here is we know what our maximum risk is going in. Our maximum risk is the difference between our entry point and our stop loss, and then we have our then we have our take profit levels identified as well. So once we're set there, all we have to do is let it roll. As the market moves and hits our take profit level, the software automatically peels off 1/3 of our trade. So as price moves down and it touches take profit 1, automatically 1/3 of our trade is peeled off, and then the software automatically moves our break even, or moves our stop loss to break even +1 to lock in the profit on that trade and ensure that the trade doesn't go against us, even if we're not here to monitor it. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that the software has to be running. So in order to make that happen, we have to ensure that our computer does not go to sleep. The display can turn off, but you can't let your computer go to sleep because the computer has to be awake in order to execute the expert advisors here. All right, so let's do that one more time real quickly just to show how we did it. So go over to the pound USD, and we'll do the same thing. We'll reapply a new template. The FTT Pending Order Pro or Pending Order Pro, whichever you choose. I like the FTT Pending Order Pro because it gives us thermal grids along with our chart. So once again, all we do is we pop over, we have a look at what Forex Joe is giving us for our alert for the evening. Again, he has a buy and a sell. So we have a buy here at 63.67 and a sell at 63.42. So in order to execute that, we just applied a brand new chart, and we're just going to simply move these in. So we have a sell at 63.42. We just grab the red sell line, so red for sell, move that to 63.42. Set our take profit levels where we'd like to have those, and then we can so set our take profit 1, our take profit 2. Again, I like to take profit pretty quickly, keep our stop loss pretty small as well. And again, you can just simply click and drag these lines around in order to make that happen. Then on the buy side, we're going to buy 63.67. So we just click that, drag it down to 63.67, and again, you can just kind of eyeball it like I do, or you can click on Trendline Properties to set it exactly to 63.67. Set your stop loss, set your take profit levels, and once that's done, then we just simply, we can click Move to Buy and Sell, and this will park both of these orders for us, and we'll be in the market ready to go. So just that easy, and that's how we utilize the Forex alerts. Now there is a second section in some of these for the alerts. Forex Joe also gives sometimes an experienced trade. For instance, here on the pound, we also have one here on the Euro USD. He tells us let the pair move. You know, it might move over the course of the session up to 35.75 and then reverse. If it does that, then we would look to sell 35.58 and take profit a little bit wider because we're looking for a larger move after that reversal. These are typically best monitored live. You could park these trades. We absolutely could park the trades. Just know that in doing that, we're going to have a 20 pip stop loss or greater in order to secure that 10 pips. If you're going to park these park them and let the trades go, keep in mind that we'd have you'd be parking your sell order at 35.58. Price would move through it, potentially go up to 35.57, 35.75 rather, and then reverse. So typically these trades are best done if they're monitored live. However, you can park it. Just realize that if you do that, we'd have to have a wider stop loss. And so there you have it. And you can read through the rest of these on your own. Obviously, just log into your members area, and we'd be able to review those and see all of the various scalper buys and sells and experience trades that Forex Joe has outlined for everyone. So that's how we utilize that. Pretty darn easy though with the software. It just takes us a couple of minutes to go in there and get that completed. So that's how we do it. So that's the software. That's how we utilize the software. Next up is talking about the daily report. So the daily report is an integral part of our program. And again, this is a very comprehensive report. It covers 22 currency pairs, and this comes out every single day along with Forex Joe's alerts. And here we're able to see the channel tops and channel bottoms on a short-term, mid-term, and long-term level. We also see the trading range, showing us where the bias is and how far the currency has moved over X number of sessions. We see our support and our resistance levels. We see where the trends are. And then we also see some potential trades. These are computer generated. The other trades are generated by Forex Joe. These are computer generated potential trades, letting us know of what to buy and sell. And then of course we have our trend report, just showing us day by day how many pips we've moved, and also if we've gone to a positive or negative side of that for that currency. So very comprehensive. We utilize this on an intraday level when we're trading intraday, and we'll see that tomorrow morning how we utilize these channels and our support resistance numbers to identify trades under live conditions. But what we typically do on Sunday night or Monday night is we go in and we just do a quick scan through this report to have a look for pairs that are lining up at key levels. And what's a key level? Well, it's a 2 of 3 level or a 3 of 3 level. When I say 2 of 3 or 3 of 3, what does that mean? Well, we have a daily, weekly, monthly, short-term, midterm, long-term levels, and if we're seeing alignment across all 3 of those, that's telling us that it's a very significant channel. If this is lining up at 3 of 3, if all 3 of these, the daily, weekly, and monthly, channel top or channel bottom is lining up at the same number, then we know that that's going to be a very solid level of support or resistance for us. So we just take an opportunity to quickly scan through and look for those 3 of 3 channels. So just scanning through to see if we're having alignment here. Sometimes we have a lot that line up, other times we don't have very many. On a non-farm payroll week like this, it's not uncommon though to start seeing channels line up and move to a significant level prior to the non-farm payroll release. Often you'll see price hover around a significant level prior to the report coming out. But just scanning through real quickly, just takes us a couple of minutes to do this. So it's not time consuming at all. Obviously it's a little less time consuming when you're not talking, but ultimately these are things that you can do very quickly from the comfort of your own home, just to let this get going. All right, so just having a look here to see. I thought we had a trade just kick in. Looks like this moved down pretty quickly to Forex Joe's scalper sell. All right, so anyway, what I noticed here, and the reason I paused here on the Aussie USD is we see that on the Aussie USD we have a channel bottom lining up on a short-term, midterm, and a long-term level. So 90.88 is in alignment here on the daily, weekly, and monthly. So this is a very significant channel bottom for us. Let's pop over to the Aussie USD and 90.88. Big level. What we might want to do if you don't have the Fast Track Trader software, which already identifies this as a red level, is you might just go in and draw a line there, and you might color code. You might color code that line, to a dark red or something, just so that you know that hey, this is a significant level. If price gets here, I'm really going to sit up and take notice. Now, of course, we know tonight we do have an Aussie news release, so if you're trading this live, want to watch this level, price might pull back and come right to this in reverse. Typically, what we look at for these key levels, we don't want to trade right into news or during news, but following the news, if price is pulling down to that, typically for trading above, and we see a 3 of 3 level that's a channel bottom, we're going to buy this the first time it gets here. If we're trading below and there's a channel top instead of 3 of 3 level, we're going to sell it the first time we get there. That's just part of Forex Joe's rules. We know that we're going to initially be wrong at least one time if we keep playing the balance, but probability tells us, because this is such a significant channel, that we have a higher probability of this bouncing once it pulls down to this level than anything else. Does it mean it's not going to break through there? No. There's no absolutes. It could cut through that level like butter and just never look back. But more times than not, when you see a level lining up at a 3 of 3 channel like that, you expect it to hang around that level and typically bounce the first time it gets there. I think we might be in the middle of news. Let's just have a look at Forex Factory. Let's see. Aussie. Looks like we had retail sales about an hour ago. We have a yen announcement right now, and then we have some additional Aussie news coming up here in about 2 hours. So kind of a news-filled evening or morning, depending on what part of the world you're in. But definitely keep your eye here on 90.88 and see what it does around this key level here. So let's see, moving on. Just scrolling through. Here we have another one lining up on the euro pound. So on the euro pound, we've got a significant 3 of 3 channel. It's a channel top at 83.19. So if that's a currency pair that you trade, obviously go in and mark that, and watch for that trade. We could probably park this Aussie right now and just let this one be, and see how it plays out. We don't want to take it off prior to the Aussie news though, which is in about 2 hours. So you probably want to wait, no more than an hour for this to kick in. If it doesn't kick in, then you take it off there and wait until after the news announcement to let that go. If you were trading this, all you would do is you simply, oops, it's a sell. You would just grab your entry lines, move it down to that 90.88, which is that key channel. You'd move your stop loss down, just down below it, and you can keep that fairly tight. Keep your risk pretty tight. 9 pips, 10 pips or so. Look to take profit pretty quickly at that 8 or 9 pips, and then you can do the same for your second take profit and just move to buy. So obviously we'd want to see it get there prior to news, but if it does, great, we can park that trade. If not, you want to take it off, wait till after news, and then place those trades under live conditions. But scrolling on, so then here we had the euro pound. You could mark that level, do the same thing. It's a channel top, so for trading below, we would be looking to sell that the first time it got there, according to Forex Joe's methodology. Scrolling on, what else do we have here? Pound yen lining up at 83. So again, that's a channel top at 80. That doesn't look right. That's absolutely not correct. We'll have to double check that on the report. So we may have to put out a revised report here in just a bit. Euro CAD, we see a channel bottom in alignment, 3 of 3 channel. Just got a Skype about that. So it looks like we have no new levels yet for the we're rerunning the report presently for that pound yen. We don't have the levels in there yet, so that one looks like we had some bad data that came in for that one. It has to be rerun, but it will be rerun. All right, so anyway, Euro CAD, we have an alignment here, 3 of 3 channel on the Euro CAD as a channel bottom. Just scrolling through, don't see any others just yet. See a lot of 2 of 3 channels, but not too many 3 of 3s. Here, the New Zealand yen looks like we're lining up at a key channel here for a channel top. So of course, if we're trading below that, we'd look to sell that the first time it got there, to sell a bounce. Just using that same trading methodology from Forex Show. If there's no news, we would look to always play the bounce the first time it gets to a big level like that. Here the same on the pound Aussie. We have a significant level here as a channel bottom. And it looks like that's it for us. So we actually ended up with quite a few, depending on how many currency pairs you trade. There's a lot of trading opportunities from those 3 of 3 channels that we can mark and watch, but of course we do need to be cognizant of where we are with current news and whatnot. This really has a lot of momentum moved into this level right now, and we'll see how that plays out to see if we can get a bounce off of that. So again, does it always happen? No, absolutely not. There's no definite black and white answer to anything in trading, but we do have our rules, and we stick to those rules, knowing that over time we're going to have the advantage and be able to stretch out those wins. So that's all we do. It's pretty darn easy. Just takes a couple of minutes. Now we've been here for 25, but obviously if you're not talking or explaining what you're doing, it just takes a moment to go through these reports, find your trading entries, enter them using the software. It makes it so easy to trade right from your chart, setting up your maximum risk, and then setting your take profit levels. And then from there, you can activate the trades, walk away. As long as your computer's not going to sleep, it'll execute everything for you like clockwork and ensure that any profit that's made is protected as you move through and hit take profit 1, take profit 2 on your trades. So there you have it. Pretty darn easy. And true to my word, we're keeping the class just below, right here, right at 30 minutes for the day. So if there aren't any questions, I will go ahead and wrap it up. And we'll be back in the morning for our Forex Live class, where we utilize the daily report under live conditions when in conjunction with Forex Joe's daily regimen to show how we walk through step by step to collect the data and then apply the data under live conditions to have the best opportunity for trades. Now, of course, if you'd like to see if you're brand new and you haven't been in the classes, hit our YouTube channel, and there you'll be able to, which is under Mr. Forex Joe, and from there you'll be able to go in and view those, view some past classes to see exactly what we're doing and how we're doing it. All right. Well, I don't see any questions coming in, so let's go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll keep it a quick class right at half an hour, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great evening or a great day, depending on where in the world you might be, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully you'll join us in class in the morning. We'll see you then.